Angelo here. Welcome to my channel and welcome back viewers of my stream. So guys, April 19th, 2023. Apparently there is a team update letter to the community. And my God, let me just kind of give you a quick little gist of it. It's a lot. So if you're ready, willing, and prepared to listen to me talk about all this stuff, here we go. Heroes of Arkesia, our teams at Amazon Games and Smilegate RPG met recently to discuss player feedback, share insights, and talk about the next stage for the Lost Ark in the West. The dust hasn't settled yet, and our teams have a lot of work to do on the horizon to materialize these conversations, but we wanted to share some of our thoughts and plans with you. We'd like to start off with a huge thank you from both of our teams, and before we dive in, the love and dedication shown by so many while playing Lost Ark has been inspirational. While we're extraordinarily grateful to the excitement around the recent updates, we understand that you are still experiencing inconveniences and pain points. Last year, our top priorities were content in the western shores of our Arkesia at an appropriate cadence to avoid burnout, working to pull forward the quality of life changes, and waging war on the bots. Now, our goal to continually improve Lost Ark experience while layering in the exciting content that is yet to arrive. Many updates and changes are required to achieve this goal, and that's only half of it. To constantly work on creating a better game, we need to listen to the player base and ensure that you feel heard so that you can build a better game together. We can build a better game together. We recognize that I've fallen short of this accomplishment, and I like the fact that they're admitting that. Yeah, because you guys don't really tell us that much, and I know that they kind of just leave the, what was the mods or well, who was it? The DMs? You know, the mod... GMs, that's the game managers. They're just kind of left kind of like, we don't know, we'll talk to them, we'll see. Oh, we don't know, well, we'll see. Oh. Community managers, CMs, GMs, all those guys. You know, honestly, it would be cool to see some GMs in the game. Isn't that a staple mark where there's always a GM in the game and you can kind of voice and just talk shit to the... Maybe they don't want that. Okay, but anyway. So yeah. Yeah, it's the desired relationship. Like the game itself, our current goal is to continue to grow, improve, and foster a better connection. We shall see, AGS. We shall see. As we work to set out the best course of the rest of the 2023 and beyond, you'll find some of our thoughts and plans below. These are focused on the areas of the player feedback and directional goals, not content coming to Arkesia over the next month. Huh? Okay, gotcha. They're goals. All right, whatever. And while you might find one or two spoilers, we'll be following up with a 2023 roadmap part 2 next week to share those plans, which I will also break down, and hopefully it's a little more in depth. We shall see. So here we go. War against bots. Now, I mean, there's so many things they've tried to do, but here's what they're saying about it. One of the top priorities over the last year was taking care of the bot problem. Enormous effort was made on both Smilegate RPG and Amazon Games part. Together, we implemented a variety of changes to restrict the bots from exploiting the system to gain economic benefits. During the process, we've realized new players may be hindered from progressing, like not getting enough gold for honing. We'll keep an eye on these unwanted side effects and actively work to resolve them. Material accumulation by bots also required action. We have banned millions and millions of bots accounts in an ongoing effort, but the materials they have produced still pose a risk of inflation. That would be all of the fish, that'll be all of the mining, all of the foraging, trees. That's where they got majority of their mats. We will continue to take strong action against RMT participants, and we will take future action based on both gold and other materials production figures. Many technical measures have been developed and tested, and we will continue to invest in future measures. I mean, I honestly made a video of it when they just did the little CAPTCHA. I didn't understand what the fuck it was because obviously English, second language, not exactly what they were trying to say, but it worked. I felt that it personally worked. Maybe the bots learned it later, but yeah. Yeah, and if you didn't know, CAPTCHAs aren't about actually clicking on it, it's where your mouse goes. Because if it's a bot, it's automated. It always has patterns, but humans, we don't have patterns. We're chaos. But so, many technical measures have been developed and tested. We continue to invest in the future measures. Specific tactics can't be revealed for security reasons, but we can assure you that we are keenly monitoring bot activity patterns and are ready to respond to their modified activity. While it may be difficult to ever completely remove bots from Lost Ark, we've made significant progress in limiting the impact they have on gameplay and the economy. With new measures and constant ban waves, our changes have led to 55 billion bot gold removed from the game, and 99% decrease in bots interacting with the economy. and also new players. But yeah, after we implemented additional changes next month, we're planning to share an article with more updates on our progress and approach. Again, that capture kind of worked out for me. It happened here on the NA West servers. So NA East and EU, you guys didn't know what it was, but when they implemented that, it was nice. Like everything was snappy, everything was quick. There was no bots anywhere. You would go to like, you know, any of the main rapport characters that, you know, like Bastion or whatever, no bots. It was amazing. It was absolutely, you would go into Vern and meet up with Rania Village. You go to the Adventurers Guild. No one there. It was just you. It's like, damn, dude, this is the server's fresh. But yeah, it was, I don't know, that to me it worked. Okay. Opening the gates to new players. Thankfully, we still have new players embarking on their first adventure in Arkesia every day. However, our version, well, most of those are bots, but okay. Our version vertical content update cadence is significantly faster than the original version in Korea. Yes, because at this point, I think they had to go through a full year's worth of Brel and Brel Hard before they got a con. We got a con in like, we're probably getting a con, honestly, in like 3 months. So, yeah, our raid cadence is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's good for the hardcores, but you know, I'm just not really that much of a raid hardcore guy, but we'll see what they do from here on. So, and we've noticed the new players find it hard to catch up to the new content level. I wouldn't say it's that. It's just that, you know, they don't like how hard it can be to get into raids, I think is it. But if you start off with supports, I think they'll usually be able to get in. So that's a trick. You make a support, get in there, and then hopefully you can have other people that'll help you play your DPS characters later. 1 year after launch, new/returning players are having difficulty adjusting and reaching combat level 50. Really? I mean, if you run through just basic, like free to play, you can get to 50 by Arthan team, but nobody wants to do that. That's like at least maybe 8 to 10 hours, give or take. You might feel faster than me, but 8 to 10 hours casually. Learning Legion raid patterns, setting up new raid requirements, setting up for raid requirements to address. We will cut down on unnecessary content exhausting new players and returning players, starting with low tier improvements. In order to enjoy Legion raids, 4 gear progression steps are currently required. Tier 1301, Tier 2 802, Tier 3 1302, Tier 3-2 1340. Too many honing steps are overwhelming new and casual players alike. Having repetitive gear progression seems unnecessary, so we plan to integrate them into 2 tiers. Damn, so they're going to go, what, Tier 1 and Tier is going to be 1, and Tier 3 is just going to be another one? I mean, I guess that works. Guardian first time clear and tower rewards will be enhanced to be on par with integration, so players will not have to play each tier's continent multiple times. Alright, I don't really know what the hell that means, but I guess that's low tier. I mean, if you have any character 1400 plus, I guess that doesn't apply to you, but if you're free to play, that's for you. Now this is what I want to see. Tell me about this. Horizontal content improvements. So far, we've been focusing mainly on improving and alleviating honing difficulties. Yeah, I guess. However, new players are also suffering from collecting horizontal content materials to improve their experience. We plan on making collecting runes, tripods, cards, gems easier for everyone. How so? I'm curious. To reveal some of these things we have in mind, new uncommon runes will be added to early progression period to help players reach and acquire these and use runes more easily. Runes? What the fuck? Oh, maybe I'm just losing my mind. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, and the new deep dive and you have a plan sets collecting difficulty will be improved, and the card/card XP needed to complete these sets will be provided. Interesting. So they're basically giving you 2 free things, and that's fine. I'm down with it. That's cool. Yeah, sure. Honestly, they should make more. There's so many cards in this game. They need to add more card sets. Like give me one where it's just like, I'm super fast, or give me one where it's like I'm super tanky, or, you know, you have so many card sets. Go nuts. Go nuts, damn it. But okay. Next one is sailing content will be changed with improved co-op quests and enhanced rewards. All right, show me. Show me. I used to do it. That's the only time you really get the feel that it's MMO is, well, at least back in the day when there were just like ships everywhere. Now you don't see that many ships. Next one, alt progression improvements. As you probably know, we've introduced silver honing system in the March update. We will continually expand these the levels of the system covers to ensure players can easily progress on new classes and alts. The expanded silver honing system will come with the next class launch, and will also cut down the requirements for 2 of the most needed materials, silver and honor shards. That's good because, you know, I mean, I'm sitting almost at 400 million silvers, and I'm just chilling. Just waiting, and then eventually maybe everything will be super easy, and that's all I'll need to level up. I'm waiting for it. I'm here. To make gear progression easier. Looking forward, we are currently contemplating methods to improve the engraving/gem system setting difficulty for alts, and we'll let you know when decided what we develop. Quality of life. I'm always, when it comes down to quality of life, I love quality of life. So, gimme. So what do we got? We recently made tripod activation roster bound, or right, triport, not tripod, triport activation. So triport is activated. Every character in every roster can benefit from it. Moving forward, we will also work on reducing other unnecessary and time-consuming activities while progressing alts. For example, having to play through story quests after completing them with the main character is an issue. Knowledge transfer is one way to skip this inconvenience, but due to many restrictions, it's difficult for the new players to actually use. To address this, we're working on alleviating the restrictive conditions. Yeah, because if you didn't know, if you go through on knowledge transfer, and the one that a lot of people want to skip is Rohendel, but if you haven't actually physically beaten it like 6 times with 6 characters, you can't use knowledge transfer on more than like 1 or 2 characters. So as crazy as that sounds, so let's say you only had 6 characters and you're trying to use it because like, oh, I don't want to do Rohendel, and then you're trying to skip it and you're just like, oh wait, I can't because it says I need to actually go through the story quest 6 times or 8 times, and then like you have more, it goes higher and higher. So then like, if you want to do it on 3 characters or whatever, 2 characters, then you need to do it like 8 times, 9 times, and it's like, wow. And yeah, in the end, like, yeah, you're going to be running it more than running knowledge transfer, basically. Improving the battle item experience. Now this is weird. When I read this, they're giving you free battle items. But yeah, suggested players again, as we've noticed that there's issues in acquiring and using battle items in the earlier tiers. We rated this as a critical issue, and after discussing with the developers, we plan to change the system to let players use battle items for free in early Guardian Raid tiers. We are aiming to implement this change before summer comes. So before summer, if you're doing easier, so tier 1, tier 2, maybe early tier 3 Guardian Raids, you could just, use any battle items for free. That's cool, because I think that's great to allow people to learn how to use them. I don't know. Perhaps another tutorial system that makes it again, this is just making things way too easy. And maybe you just need to put everything like stupid casual mode where like it pretty much hands you the victory. And then you can play the normal/harder modes. But like, yeah, as of right now, no one wants to play the normal or easy modes, supposedly. They just want to do the hard modes. Why? For the loot, for the gear. That's it. They don't care about anything else. So all your old content is going to just go. I mean, I don't do any fucking old raids. Like, what's the point? You only get 2 chances to do raids if you want, and I'll just do like Descaluda or, whatever other things out there. I'm working on Hanamatan. I'll get there eventually. These will take time to develop, but we're hoping to prepare them by the end of summer or early fall. We will implement the improvements as soon as they are completed, and we thank you for your patience in the meantime. Now, this is another one. Player exhaustion, learning, and dailies. Along with content mentioned above, frequent content updates are leading to enhanced exhaustion and gatekeeping, making gameplay difficult for new and returning players with dozens of patterns to memorize. Burden is put on the new players attempting to learn. To address this, we are preparing the following updates. Now, here's the weird thing. They're doing this for Argos. At this point, you just need a higher item level. Once you get a higher item level, and I like the fact that you could still technically get gold from it, being under 1475, I think. But once you hit 1475, I don't think you would get shit. Or maybe it's 1460? No, I think 1460 you can still get it. But yeah, they're doing things like, so they're cutting out, so basically they're trying to provide appropriate content. Through this, Argos is extremely difficult. Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, it's fun. But then I guess what they're going to do is, yeah, this is one of the first raids new players encounter without having enough time to adjust to Arkesia. The progression adjustments listed above take place. Players will get to the enter Argos raids much earlier in the game. Yeah, I think you can get in there at 1340 now, or 1370. Before it used to be 1370, 1385, and then 1400. I think that was the final one, but now they're changing it up. We reduce the number of patterns in the raid to ease the learning curve and change most of the wipe mechanics to plain damage dealing ones. This way, players can overcome mechanics and patterns by using appropriate skill/battle items reaching relevant item levels, as well as getting help from other party members. We do not want players to experience too many situations where one player's mistakes results in everyone's failing so early in the game. I like that, and again, to me, I understand wiping mechanic and everything, but it's like, dude, a lot of times we just want the gear, man. And especially if you're doing on an alt, if one person fucks up, or they're just, they just got back from work and then they're tired and they can't get it, and that person's causing a wipe, everyone's gonna fucking dogpile that person. They're gonna be like, hey, this fucking guy sucks, keep it up, I'm gonna fucking kick you. Oh my, especially in Argos? In Argos? Fuck, like when everybody's supposed to just go to that little fucking star thing. Oh man, yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice. Now, most of the time, if it's just one time, I'll be like, yeah, it happens, whatever, go for it. But imagine happening it twice. Oh god, yeah, people are gonna fucking, they're gonna want to fucking do stuff to people. But anyway, Smilegate RPG research and development team is also looking into applying these similar changes to earlier Legion raids like Vultan and Vicus. Not every wipe mechanic will be adjusted. Considering their designation as a top-tier endgame raid, we'll be sure to share more details on these changes when they're available. So what they're probably going to do, I don't even... Are there even wipe mechanics in the normal modes of, like, Vultan? I know there's some wipe... Yeah, there's... Excuse me. There's still wipe mechanics in Vicus and all that, but... Yeah, you can time stop it. Like, honestly, like, if you could just time stop a fucking wipe mechanic... That goes a long way. I'm fine with that. Whatever. Yeah. So like, if you're about to get wiped, time stop it. Done. Fine. Yeah. You just fixed a fuck ton of problems right there. Then yeah, somebody might forget to do the time stop. But yeah, whatever. But I know you're supposed to do it, but I don't care, man. Honestly. All right, so with these changes, we hope that every player in Arkesia can experience the fun of trying out endgame raids without too much stress. Yes, stress is great. Not really. While simultaneously learning about the types of patterns and mechanics they can expect to see in harder endgame content. Similarly, we know community conversations surrounding dailies is a hot topic these days, and we're well aware of sense of discontent regarding Chaos Dungeons, Guardian raids, and Unatas. Currently, these daily activities are critical for obtaining materials needed for gear progression and allow hardcore players something to earn every day. So reducing them is not a simple problem to tackle. So we need to think about, and we understand the repetitiveness of the content, and Smilegate RPG is undergoing internal research and discussion and discussing to discuss resolution. To help cut down the grind in the meantime, we'll introduce Ebony Cube, which combines Boss Rush and Dimensional Cube in May. But if they do that, I don't know. A lot of people also ask me how I was able to get like the 300 plus million silver I have. A lot of my characters do not have any cube tickets. If you do cube tickets, that's an easy 300,000 per character. Every time if you exchange 3 tickets. So if you have a bunch of tickets left over and you do 3 at a time and you open up all that, I believe it, in the end, it cashes out to about 300,000, 200 to 300,000 silver. That ain't chump change. And if you have a fuck ton of Dimension Cube tickets, do them. But then now it's gone, so I don't know exactly what Ebony Cube's going to be. Hopefully it's a combination of both. Hopefully you get gems and you get silver, but we'll see what happens. When further plans for reducing dailies are confirmed, reducing dailies. Interesting. Maybe they're going to combine it into one. Just double the rewards. Who knows? We'll make sure to share in greater detail. Until then, quality of life updates like Ebony Cube will be implemented as fast as possible in our version. So we might be, I think we're getting that in May. Yeah, May. So May we're getting it next month. Yeah. Woo-wee! Ebony Cube. I don't know what it is, but I'll be doing it because that's probably going to be my new thing instead of activating the boss rushing cube for guild weeklies. All right, content cadence and events. We know the players have expressed some questions and concerns with the current content release cadence. Catching up to the new endgame content is important to us and our players, but there are 2 problems with speeding up the process: localization timelines and player burnout. If content is localized too quickly, the overall game quality may be compromised. Regardless of localization timelines, there's still the problem of having to digest too much content at the same time or constantly feel pressured to hit the next required item level. Related to the previous mentioned exhaustion and issues or with new players catch-up mechanics. Our goal is to introduce content as fast as we can without having these problems occur. However, we know that this is not satisfactory for players. Therefore, we promise to find new classes at least will be updated as soon as possible. Good, yeah, because honestly, at this point, you can literally just release all characters, but they're trying to milk it, for the most part, trying to milk out all these new character classes. New content, Legion raids will have to be updated in order. While classes don't have the same restrictions, we are excited to share the next 4-month roadmap with you next week. So we got 4 months. We're going to see what they're going to do. I honestly feel they're going to probably try and push out a con. If not, a con is coming out in the next 4 months after that. But I feel they're going to try and shit out a con immediately. That's just how I'm feeling. That's the way it's looking like. So yeah, good luck, boys. Another piece of content we plan to integrate at a faster speed heading into the game are in-game events. Our events in the version where basically they're talking about, like, you know, we're just borrowing the old school Korean events, and they say it's not ideal. Heading forward, our team at Amazon Game and Smilegate plan to introduce more events applied simultaneously across both versions, including events similar to the recent April Fool's event in Korea. Of course, some of these will be Western exclusive, hell yeah, like the Arkesia Grand Prix, and some will take place at the same time as Korea, and we are open to suggestions. Looking forward, we still have a long way to go, and understand that this one letter isn't a magical band-aid or even a splendid elemental HP potion. I see what you did there. But we hope that this letter becomes the first step in our road to more open communication and positive changes to the game. To thank you for your ongoing support and the dedication to Lost Ark, we have prepared a gift for everybody. So, if they don't do anything about the bots, you're going to see a shit ton of people in more Mokoko skin, with more Mokoko pets, with riding more Mokoko boards. But for us, yeah, cool, we get more skins. We get the collective battle chest item, which I think in the end turns into 50 of each, roughly 50 each chest. So yeah, and then 1,000,000 silver. So all y'all complaining, you know, that you don't have enough silver, this is going to put me, I think, one more. I think I'll be, hold on, let me take a look at my character real quick. Okay. Yeah, so I'm at almost at 3. So yeah, that 1,000,000 silver is going to give me, yeah, almost 399. I'm very close to getting to getting that. So yeah, we'll see what that looks like. And let's see, where were we? So, and relic report selection chest ×3 and 50 Phaons. So the cool thing is 1,000,000 silver and 50 free Phaons. These items can be claimed by anyone that logs in the game before May 19th. We progress to 2023 beyond. Very first priority is you, the players of Lost Ark. We plan to close the distance between you and our teams. Hopefully, yeah, if they actually start talking to people more and they'll take their time to interact. Hopefully see you again at the 2023 Roadmap Part 2, which has some exciting surprises. I can't wait. We'll see. Thank you for your patience and dedication you've shown this past year. We will continue to strive to exceed your expectation. Amazon Games and Smilegate. So basically, it's Amazon Games telling this, and Smilegate's like, fuck, yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll do it. All right, guys. That's basically that long-ass breakdown of the team community update and letter to the community. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about below, and I'll see you guys out there. Later.